Welcome to the love-infused ravings of Bach. No problems. I was just going to say that we avoid things so much. And then I thought, do we? That's just a story. And God, it's like, how do we get a break from ourselves, What do we have to do right to be satisfied with ourselves? Right? Aren't there always going to be places where we fall short and the eyes of the world, but more than anything in our own eyes. So what about the idea that you don't have to change at all, anything? You can work on becoming a better version of yourself, a better personality. Why not? Why not play with that? But that could always use improving, and that's never going to get to a place that you can just let go and relax, because you are always going to feel like it needs to improve, because there's some gaps in it. Gaps of behavior in there. So great, become the best version of you that you can, but you don't have to wait, because it never comes. The time never comes when you're totally satisfied everything about your personality and you can just kind of now retire. Like, it's now. You find out that you're whole now. The you that isn't your personality. The you that is sort of a screen for the personality to play on. I know that those metaphors sometimes can be tricky, but just now, without the idea of needing it to be any different than it is, you can feel all of a sudden it's you that has to let go. You're the one who wants this moment to be different. You're the one creating the tension in this moment. Not even creating it, it's like it's appearing in you right now. But it's you that has to let go. Not the world doesn't have to, or your life, let's call it your life, doesn't, or your personality doesn't have to be any different than it is now. It has nothing to do with your deeper nature. I mean, other than your personality kind of arises out of it. But this is whole, right? We're whole now. When we let go of everything, that sounds daunting too, when we let go of everything. We just let go now. It's also just think of it as being still, thoughtless. Imagine being thoughtless right now. This is how we can see how simple it is, that it's not this huge, oh my God, how am I going to let everything go? Like, it's not some huge project, right? The mind wants to tell us that it's this huge project. And that's just more mind, more holding on. Holding on is just attachment to thoughts. So it's just, maybe you don't even have to imagine. Just see if you can be quiet right now, just thoughtless for as long as you can. 1 second, 10 seconds, 10 minutes, whatever. And if you can't, great, then you see that. Then you're going to see that. But if you can just become, or not become, but all of a sudden find yourself thoughtless, just notice that. Notice what it feels like to have an empty mind, just a quiet mind. And see if that is what you've been looking for. When your mind is quiet, you feel let go. That is letting go. They're sort of part and parcel. And there's levels of it, though. There's certainly levels of peace, levels of silence. In a sense, I mean, I suppose, I don't know if that's true. The mind always wants to complicate it. The mind can't imagine that it's nothing. There's nothing you have to do. The mind can't comprehend there's nothing you have to do. And because of that, we want to do something. We just keep trying, and it's just more activity. I mean, there's nothing wrong with any of it. It's all what we do. It's understandable, and it's what we do. But to start to get a taste for what you're looking for doesn't require anything from you. It's just the opposite. To let go of the trying to fix my life, trying to improve myself all the time or belittle myself all the time. But instead, just those are gone, thoughtless. You're thoughtless. Imagine that. Imagine that for as long as you can. Try and stay in that as long as you can. What do you want when you're that way? What do you want when the mind is silent? What could you want? And then we watch what pulls us out. Something that still needs working out. Whatever it is still not resolved. It's kind of amazing that we can be convinced by thought that there's something better than silence. But we are all the time. Yeah, but really hard for us to really grok this idea that there's nothing we have to do to be who we are. Like that, imagine yourself with nothing to solve, no problems to solve. Can you imagine yourself that way with no problems to solve? It's an interesting little inquiry, a little challenge. What would it feel like to let go of all your problems? You can really start to see clearly that that's really the only solution to a problem is to let go of it. Let go of the story. Let go of the problem part of the situation. There's the situation and there's the problem part of it. Just imagine yourself right now without any problems. Where does your mind go when you try? What problems does your mind convince you are real? But okay, you can drop most of them, but don't drop me because I'm real. We're still working on this problem. Don't drop it. Like, why not? But right, you can start to really see and feel that that's the only real solution to a problem is to let it go. Then how can it be a problem anymore? When you let it go, it can't be a problem anymore. What better solution do you want?